This animation is prepared to describe the properties of a new generation MA/MH bag developed by using several nanotech compounds for the fresh produce industry. Marketed by Decaplastic under trade name of Trendlife Gold. Trendlife Gold MA/MH bags have significant advantages compared to regular MA/MH bags used by the industry for many years. The new bag is the first active MA/MH bag in the world that may be widely used for many fresh fruits and vegetables. The fruits and vegetables we grow are the source of our life as nutrition for consumers and money for growers. They are grown with a tremendous amount of effort and very valuable. We have to protect them from pathogens penetrating from micro-wounds and natural openings to infect and cause deterioration and decay. Since 20 years, we try to keep our fresh produce in regular MA bags sealed as airtight as shown in figures. Regular MA bags used till now are passive MA/MH bags that can control water molecules released by fresh produce with a passive mechanism. Their passive mechanism only depends on the water transmission rate of polymers extruded to produce the film of the bag. The insufficient control of free water molecules in the atmosphere of fresh produce may be visually observed by condensation of water on the surface of MA bag, especially in the first hours and days of storage. Is it so important to control excessive amount of water molecules in the first hours and days of storage? Why all map users are afraid of seeing concentrated water drops on the surface of an MA bag? With many years of experience, they all know that the fresh produce stored in high humidity means a high risk for deterioration and decay development at the end of the storage. Is this experience scientifically true? It is definitely true, because all plant pathologists know that the spores of pathogens that cause deterioration and decay need free water molecules for a period of time to germinate and initialize the infections. We also know that our fresh produce always have natural openings, and micro-wounds serve as a penetration point of pathogens. Trendlife Gold Point, the active MA/MH bag, is able to release some compounds in the size of nanomolecules to the modified atmosphere where fresh produce is placed. These molecules are released to the atmosphere in a specific amount with a controlled releasing mechanism. Nanotech compounds released to the atmosphere from the film of MA bag are able to react with excessive water molecules released from fresh produce as a product of living activities. Nanotech compounds, which we call nanotubes, are able to destroy excessive water molecules and keep the humidity level to a certain level which the fresh produce favors. The amount of water molecules released by the fresh produce is extremely high, especially in the first hours and days of storage period, since the living activities of fresh produce is in high levels, especially when pre-cooling is not applied to fresh produce before placing it into the MA bag. Is it always possible to inhibit pathogen spores by controlling excessive amount of water molecules? No. Because fresh produce may be infected during harvesting in the greenhouse or in the pack house during sizing and sorting before placement in an MA bag. We cannot see these infections since they are in the first stage, which is very early. Therefore, we need an antimicrobial solution which doesn't leave any residue on fresh produce. A specific version of Trendlife Gold is developed to inhibit the growth of pathogens and infections, especially in the most critical periods of storage, by releasing some antimicrobial molecules to the atmosphere. How is it managed? In the antimicrobial version of Trendlife Gold, the nanotubes on the surface of film release to the atmosphere with the content of antimicrobial molecules. As they react with water molecules, these antimicrobial molecules are distributed to the atmosphere in order to reach pathogen spores and mycelia on the surface of fresh produce. As they touch with pathogen organs, they inhibit their growth, and then these molecules disappear from the atmosphere since they are not stable molecules. Let's see what's happening to fresh produce stored either in passive regular MAMH or active MAMH bag for a certain period of storage. In passive, regular MAMH bag, we observe high decay incidence, especially when pre-cooling cannot be applied, cold chain is broken, and storage period is extended. Big loss. In Trendlife Gold, there is minimum or no decay incidence, less risk, small or no loss.